Come along with me and take a refreshing dip into the 26th state. Welcome to Michigan. And welcome back to Traveling with Tim. So I've taken a few months off, but I am back, and actually now I'm in Michigan. Now, so far, Michigan has not impressed me. However, I am traveling to the Upper Peninsula today. Peninsula? I say it wrong every single time, and people judge me. Anyway, I am traveling up today. I'm in Gaylord currently. Spent the night here. Not too much here. Not too much at all. I put on my Facebook, it seems very light on gay and heavy on the Lord in these parts. But I'm traveling up a little bit to Mackinac City, where I'm going to actually go to Mackinac Island. Now, Mackinac Island is very famous in these parts, and it's actually one of the top 10 islands in the country, as voted on, I think, by TripAdvisor. We're gonna travel there today. I'm only gonna spend some time on the island. We have to get on a ferry. It's a whole ordeal, but kind of excited to see what's there. We have to get fudge, that's on the itinerary, and a postcard. And then after that, we're gonna head up even higher into the peninsula, where I'm going to get to my hotel. Maybe do one more activity tonight, we're gonna see. But let's go ahead and get checked out, because I have an hour drive to get to Mackinac City to get on the ferry. Let's go. So came out to a surprise this morning. Apparently it snowed last night. Had zero idea. So that will delay my starting time by just a little bit. This sadly brings me to a really good point that I did not time this trip very well at all. One of the things I will talk about later is not running. The Mackinac Island ferries have just began. It's still winter up here. I'm not used to that. Please make sure if you decide to come up here that it's probably safest to do it about mid to late May. I have made it to Mackinac Island. It's actually so much better than I thought it would be. I did have to get 4 souvenirs because it is that cold. I made it to an island. I took the Mackinac Island Ferry Company over here. Cost me about $40. A little bit more expensive because it's the winter. It was about a 20 to 25 minute ride. We've arrived. The waters are just crystal clear. The town's very cute, quaint, almost like a New England village. There's plenty of people riding bikes around. I don't have too long because I still have a drive ahead of me tonight. So that Statue of Liberty was donated by the Boy Scouts of America way back in 1950. There's over 200 statues apparently all over the island itself, so I'm gonna see some of those today too. The buildings are fantastic. There's also a fort up there that I might see. It's very high on a hill. There's no cars allowed on the streets, so sometimes you'll just hear something passing by. You think it's a car. It's actually a bicycle. A lot of bicycles, tons of them. I'll show a video of that. Going to walk around, see what I can see, maybe get lunch on the island, get some fudge. So let's go. So something that I do want to see is Arch Rock. So I'm here, I just don't know how to get there, but I'm going to figure it out. Been walking for a little bit. I am now on like a side road and it has a beautiful look at the water. I'm excited to show that to you, but I'll speak a little bit to being here on an off season. I seem to really be good at picking off seasons like I do in Provincetown, Massachusetts. I'm kind of glad that I'm here at the same time on an off season. Everyone is pretty much smiling as they walk by you. Not a lot of people at all. I cut off my video because I didn't want to seem weird, but everyone seems pretty nice when they walk by. It's so gorgeous and so remote, so few people, a lot of places to just sit and enjoy what you're seeing. I think I'm around here-ish. Then I'm just going to go over here and see that rock. And I'm gonna scoot back, get some lunch, and head out shortly. So basically I just walked a little bit longer and I'm at the stairway to the Ark right now. So it was actually a very quick walk here. I had nothing to be nervous about. I didn't know I was signing up for stairs, but I'll give you a look at them. I'll be fine. So Arch Rock is actually behind me. It took 207 steps to get here. In all, it wasn't too bad. I just probably should have prepped better for the day. Arch Rock started forming around 4,000 years ago. When the lake was this high, it eroded it over time, forming the hole in the rock. I'll just say that one thing that's really surprised me is the color of this amazing water. I just can't get used to it. So I made it down to the viewing level, to the street level, and you can actually see right up there is Arch Rock. It's cool to see from both angles, of course. Much better from up there because the water's so beautiful. I'm about to walk the mile back to the center of town, stop and enjoy the scenery along the way. Like I said, there's so many benches and side places to stop just because what we're seeing is just so beautiful. By the way, I think I bought women's gloves. It's making do. We're fine. I just want to say I'm not taking it for granted how amazing this walk is beside the water. Today it's really turning out good. I didn't expect it. This island is amazing. Thanks for my granny. She's the first one that kind of said something about it, made me look more into it. So glad that I came. Also the vibes that it gives in the center of town with the houses. It would be so good to be here around fall or like Halloween. Such a New England vibe here. I hope that I remembered to put in the record scratch because my plans went south quick. Well, I was on the way to get fudge and to get a little lunch on the island, but unfortunately, Mackinac Island is pretty much fully closed. All the restaurants and even the fudge places are gearing up for the season, basically doing repairs, painting. So everything's pretty much closed. I went ahead and got off the island pretty quick. I have to now drive to the hotel to put my stuff away and then plan which part of the peninsula I want to explore today. Peninsula. To get over to the peninsula, I have to get aboard the Mackinac Suspension Bridge. Some people call it the Big Mac, which I enjoy that because I haven't had lunch. But anyways, so I'm about to get on there. I'm going to find a way to maybe record it a little bit at least. And then I have about a 2-hour drive ahead of me. I have made it to my hotel in Mulsanne. I kind of just chilled out for a little bit, but now I need to get back out there. I'm going to try to get a pasty before they close. They close at 7, and then see some of the pictured rocks before the end of the day. The sun goes down here around 8:48-ish, so I feel like I have good enough time to do all that. It's 6 o'clock now. Time me. Listen, my luck has been terrible with things closing today. So I'm outside of Muldoon's pasties and they are closed. They're only open on weekends, I guess, because it's not peak season. So I'm gonna just go ahead and head up to see the pictured rocks. I did see a wolf on the side of the road though, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, just frustrated. I wasn't super hungry anyway. I'll probably find a pasty tomorrow on to see the pictured rocks. Let's end this day on a high note. So I spent some time looking at the overlook. Now I'm going down to the lower overlook. That was the upper. It is really beautiful, but I feel like I'm gonna get eaten by a bear, and not the good kind. So I'm at the lower overlook. It's not that great, I'll be honest. I think the color of the water is beautiful. It's some switchbacks to get down, but a lot of the really nice views of the cliffs itself are covered by these trees behind me. This makes me really wish that I came on the on-season so I could take one of the cruises around the water to see the actual rocks themselves. But I'm still grateful for what I'm seeing and glad that it's one of the ways I'm gonna end my day. I just did one more stop at the upper overlook. Much better, but still I want to see the side of the rocks more. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me well. Behind me is Lake Superior. This is Miners Beach, and I'm scared to death of bears, y'all. I keep seeing tracks wherever I go, and I don't know if it's just a really big dog. I'm just stressed out and I need to use the bathroom, but it is really beautiful. Miners Beach once again. I'm gonna make it a quick trip because again, I feel like a bear's gonna get me. Easy access and trying to see, I might see a waterfall and then be done for the night, so let's try to do that. I'm at Miners Falls Trail. It's 0.8 miles, that's not bad. When I parked, there was one other car. So I'm like, okay, well, at least someone else is out here. But as soon as I started on the trail, the guy was leaving. So I might come back and try to do this tomorrow to see if there's gonna be other people, but as well, I'm losing daylight. So that's kind of an excuse, but kind of not at the same time. Listen, y'all, I'm scared of bears. And there was the sign right behind me. I'm gonna show you. But it says beware bears. So I'm gonna go head back to the hotel room, get dinner, and get under blankets and hide from bears, I guess. Overall, it's a great day. It was a good day. Sick of things being closed, but stay tuned for day 2 in Michigan to see if I'm gonna have some better luck. Good night. All right, get ready with me to explore Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Okay, let's go. But in seriousness, so welcome to day 2, which is really my day 3. I just wasted day 1. So today we're going to go to Kitchitty-Kippa. One second while I get the name right. Kitch-Itty-Kippy. We're gonna head to Kitch-Itty-Kippy, which has amazing crystal clear water. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully it's open. And then we're also going to go to a waterfall, which is basically on the other side of the peninsula. So it's going to be a day full of driving, but still some awesome sights that I'm going to see. I'm gonna go ahead and get on my shoes, get out. It's gonna be a very cold day. I have 33 degrees. I was not prepared. I'm excited. Let's get out the room. Let's go. So hello from Kitch Itty Kippy. I am in Palm Book State Park. It is about an hour from my hotel. The drive had empty roads, but then it had a lot of deer, probably like 20 to 25 deer I passed. Made me a little bit nervous. Also some dirt roads to get here, but to have this completely by myself is totally amazing. So this is Michigan's largest freshwater natural spring, and the water is just emerald and see-through. It's maybe the most gorgeous thing I've seen. So behind me is a platform. You get on board this floating dock. You have this wheel that you pull or push, and it gets you further into the lake. I'll show you that view in a second, but also in the middle of this platform, there's an option for you to just look straight down into the water. You can see some fish swimming. You can just see clear right to the bottom. It's really amazing. The weather is pretty gorgeous. And again, to have it alone, it can't be beat. I also think it's really cool that you can kind of see where it kind of drops off, going from that lake into this, to that clear water. Other people just arrived, so I won't have very much longer to enjoy this. I'm going to give you a few more views before I'm interrupted. The spring is about 45 feet deep, and the spring flows at a rate of 10,000 gallons per minute. Made it to the fall trail. I tried to pay for parking. It didn't let me. It was $11. It didn't work out. They did have open restrooms. There is a brewery here, but the brewery's closed. Not sure how long the walk is, but excited to see the falls. About an hour and a half from where I was. Behind me is the Upper Falls. It is really amazing, powerful, You could hear it when you approach, just how strong it is. So far, it's been a very easy paved path right from the parking lot. I'm gonna just try to see where you can get closer to the falls. I think I saw that it's 90 steps, and that seems okay. So let's try to find where that is. There are a few people out today, so it's nice not being totally alone, so that I'm not afraid I'm gonna get eaten by a bear, knock on wood, but I've enjoyed it. Oh, she is going hard. She's doing the most. It's incredible. You might have noticed the dark brown color, or like kind of a rich orangey kind of brown color. So apparently that's from organic materials from the decomposition of the trees around. So if you want to know why it's brown, that's why. The park is around an hour and a half from where I'm staying in Mulsing. Still, it was, I would say, worth the stop. The roads were pretty peaceful getting here. The only thing I was really worried about was a lot of deer on the side of the road. Very lightly trafficked, especially since it's off season. And the 94 steps weren't that bad to go down. Weren't bad at all going down, just getting up was the park itself. I don't know of anything else to do really here. I should have done more research on that. From what I've seen online, there's not much more to see and do. Going to sit here a little bit longer looking at the falls. The left side of this trail is less trafficked, so I'm having just peaceful time by myself, but staying vigilant of bears. So my only mission left of the day is to find a pasty. Have to find it. I don't even think I'll like it. I'll probably hate it, but I have to try it. If I'm up here, it's what you have to do. You have to live like a local, right? So Tahkeemenenen Falls State Park, I'm probably butchered that, is close to 50 acres. It is the second largest park in Michigan and spans around 13 miles. There's also a brewery. Unfortunately, again, because it's off season, that's closed. There's picnic areas, plenty of park to see. However, this was the main attraction. All right, you guys, I finally did it. I got 2 pasties. Really close to the hotel, there's a place called Miner's Pasties Kitchen. And so I stopped in and I got 2 of them. One is chicken, and just in case I don't like it, I got a breakfast one, which has eggs, cheese, onions, almost like an omelet within a pasty. They were like $8 each. That's not too bad. It's thick. It is heavy. They didn't have gravy, so I don't know how dry it's going to be. Let me show you what it looks like. So yes, it is thick. My first bite, I'll be honest, was all crust. I'm getting a visual of what's inside though, and it does make me a little bit nervous. All right, so the chicken one's pretty good. Like I said, it's a little bit drier, so I do wish they had like a side of gravy that I could dip it in. It's actually better than I thought it would be. The flavors are really nice. It's got like a mild spice to it. It's actually decent, but I do want to try the breakfast one, and then I'll fully eat the one that I like the most. The breakfast one, really heavy. It's a heavy item. So far, all I'm really seeing is onion. I don't know if you can see that. I think I enjoyed the chicken better, so I might eat the chicken. I just wish this had more egg and cheese. My review of the pasties would be that they are actually better than I thought they would be. They're not something that I would run to go get if I wasn't just trying it, I guess. It's not something that I would go out of my way for. I would probably say 6.5 out of 10. If you are in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, I would say stop and get one so you know what the hype's about. So the name of the restaurant was Miner's Pasties Kitchen. It's a big miner town. It's what the city was kind of built off of. The miners used to actually eat these. The wives would cook them for them, and it would be an easy handheld kind of lunch item for them. Mainly used leftovers from past dinners. Good morning. It is not going to be an exciting day. Today I'm just traveling from the Upper Peninsula back down to Grand Rapids. So it's a very long car drive, roughly about 6 hours. Let's go get in the car, and first we got to check out. My first stop of the day, just a rest area, and you're looking at Lake Michigan behind me. Good morning from Grand Rapids. In a shocking turn of events, I've actually decided to go home a day early. So this will actually be the end of the vlog. I expected to have one more day and I was going to go head down to South Bend, Indiana. I decided to head home. My head hasn't been in this vacation too much because I'm actually closing on a house in 3 days. I haven't really been able to dive in and enjoy myself like I should be. I had a really great time, but I really hope that you enjoyed it. I would say my high of the trip would have had to been Kitchity Kippy, just the gorgeous water. My low of the trip had to be all the closures, so many closures. Make sure if you're planning a trip to Upper Michigan that you're going to at least do it in late May. Catch me next time as I'll take you to Chicago with 2 of the channel favorites. Hello from my 37th state. Hello from my 38th state. Hello from my 36th state, Michigan. So I'm a fish. So Talcuminin Falls. Shit.